Okay, ORPRB strategy, that is what we are going to say in this session. So ORPRB strategy is nothing but open range, previous range, breakout or breakdown strategy. So what actually we need is like, we need to know where we have to enter, to know what is the entry point, or to choose whether we can enter in the stock or not. You need to check at least minimum some 10 or 15 weeks data. And then you also need to check the 1 year data using daily or weekly time frame. So why you need to choose check the week's previous week data or previous year data is like, to know whether the stock is in uptrend or in a downtrend or in a sideways nature, and also to know whether the stock is at a support zone or at a resistance zone. So based on that, we will be able to know whether to choose an entry or whether to select the stock or not. And then exit criteria. For entry, there is only one concept, but for exit, it is going to be two concepts. One is like stop loss and one is like target. Stop loss for basic or beginners, what I would suggest is like, keep 0.5% or 1% of stop loss. So why I give the percentage of stop loss as 0.5% or 1% is like, so that your loss will be limited, so you can sustain in market. And target, it's up to this people mindset to keep the target. They basically keep support or resistance. I basically trail my profit. So breakout candle or the breakdown candle, it is going to be the criteria wherein which once after the breakout or breakdown candle is formed, then only you will be entering the trade. So as per the ORPRB strategy, we need to wait for the previous range, previous day high or previous day low to break, and also the 30 minutes high or the 30 minutes low to break, to decide whether to go for an entry or not. And volume plays a major role in choosing the entry based on the breakout candle. For example, the breakout candle volume is very less, but the breakout candle is good, but that can be a trap sometimes because the participants involved in the breakout candle is very less. So always volume is very important in whatever concept I teach. So now let's move on further into this video. So what are the examples I'll be covering, or what are the things I'll be covering in this thing is like breakout, breakdown trade, how a breakout trade you have to take and how a breakdown trade, both are very similar. So I'll be covering most on breakout only. And then consolidation chart, how to consider a consolidation chart, whether to take an entry in a consolidation chart or not. And what are the charts to avoid? Basically, I don't prefer charts with wicks, and also basically I don't prefer charts with big candle. So why big candle? I will tell you that also in the coming session. So now let's move on to the video, the in depth of ORPRB strategy understanding. For this ORPRB strategy, two things are very important. So one is like, I prefer 10 minutes time frame. So why I prefer 10 minutes time frame? It's like to know how the candles have made, and also I wait for 3 10 minutes candles. So why basically I wait for 3 10 minutes candles? It's like the first 30 minutes or first 1 year candle is going to be the initial balance. So initial balance will be the initial strength of the stock, initial strength where the stock has moved upside or where the stock has been moved downside. The initial strength will be visible in the first 30 minutes or first 1 hour. So basically I don't prefer 1 hour, because after moving 1 hour it can get rejected a lot of times. So I avoid 1 hour. So I prefer 30 minutes time, 30 minutes breakout. So in that 30 minutes, when we are going with 10 minutes time frame, we will have 3 10 minutes candles formed. Am I correct? So in that 3 10 minutes candles, what I need is like, at least 2 candles needs to be strong. A strong candle means it has good body and very less wick. The wick should not be more than the body. That is the concept of strong candle. So in the first 3 candles of 30 minutes using 10-minute time frame, I need 2 candles which is very strong. Clear? So in this example, if you could see, the first 2 candles are strong. Okay, so see what happens next. So after the 10 minutes candles, these are the two 10-minute time frame candles. And then if you guys see, a breakout has happened. After the breakout, I'm giving an entry and my stop loss is second candle's low. Why I kept second candle's low as stop loss is, that is going to be the previous swing low for that particular stock. Okay, it is an intraday. So basically what you can say is like a higher low or a low or a recent low, that you can say. So this is going to be the recent low which has formed, and this is going to be my entry. And after that, the stock has moved perfectly. So it is up to one's wish on how to book the profit. See, people would have booked the profit over here, or people would have booked the profit at some places, but this is how I choose the stock. So basically what I'm trying to say is like, in the first 3 candles formed in 10-minute time frame, I need at least 2 candles to be strong. So again, you can see 2 candles are strong. Here one candle is strong, here one candle is strong, and then if you could see, blast. Clear? Here is the entry, here is the SL, the stock consolidated. After giving the entry, the stock consolidated for some time, and at the end of the day, it has blasted. So first 3 candles, any 2 candles. In the previous examples, if you see first and third candle, in this example, if you see first and second candle is strong, first and second candle is strong, and then a breakout, I take an entry and I keep a stop loss over here and then blast. Clear? The same way here, the first 3 candles are also strong, and then I take an entry after the breakout. So entry over here, stop loss over here, and then blast. Clear? So till now, do you guys have any doubt? Just a basic, very, very basic one, not much complicated at all. First 3 candles you are going to consider in a 10 minutes time frame, and 2 candles must be strong, at least 2 candles. 3 candles are strong, good. 1 candle is only strong, I avoid that trade. 2 candle is strong, then good. Any 2 candle, first, second candle, or first, third candle, or second, third candle. Any candle, if 2 candles in the first 3 candles are strong, then I will go for the trade. I'll take an entry based on the breakout, and I will keep the stop loss based on the recent low formed, and I'll just happily wait for the trade to go where it wants to go. So, okay, so we'll just move forward. We'll just move forward now. So now, if you guys see, the first candle is weak, clear, and the second candle is strong, and the third candle is weak because the third candle is having a large amount of wick. Now, this is the third candle, this is the breakout candle, and I'm going to enter over here. This is the breakout candle say I'm going to enter, and my stop loss will be this candle's low, and see what happened. The stock came down to hit my stop loss. Clear? So I need 2 candles at least to be strong. In this case, first candle and the third candle are weak, only 1 candle is strong, and ultimately the stock has fallen, has given my SL. Clear? Now let's move on to the next example. First candle is weak, it is having a large amount of wick. Second candle is strong. Third candle is weak, it is having wick is more than the body. Just see it with your naked eyes. So just not, you are going to measure with the scale or measurement, nothing like that. With this visibility or with the chart, what you're seeing is like, this candle is having more amount of wick. So what has happened is like, this is the breakout candle, and I've taken an entry over here. And after I taken an entry over here, what happened is like, above this candle, I'll be taking an entry. And my stop loss, till my entry is not triggered. For example, first candle is done, second candle is done, third candle is done, breakout candle is also done. And above this, I'll be placing an entry order, but it is not triggered. Clear? So where it has got triggered is like, it has got triggered here. And my stop loss will be like this swing low. And after the entry, it started getting rejected and fallen down. Clear? So in the first few examples, what I have showed you is like, in the 3 candles, I need 2 candles should be strong so that I can happily go for an entry. And if in case 2 candles are not strong, by only 1 candle is strong, though they are green candles, just make a note of it. Why I am concentrating on 2 candles at least should be strong with wicks. See, these 3 candles are completely green candles. They are strong candles, but still the wick size is more in third and the first candle, and ultimately it has rejected and fallen down badly. Only our stop loss saved us, nothing else. Clear till now? So whatever I have told you guys now is like, few examples on 2 candles are good, we are going for a breakout trade, and once a breakout is done, we are good, we have placed a stop loss, and we are just going for our targets. And now in the case, it showed like a good 3 green candles, But the wick is more. Ultimately, as per the entry, I've taken an entry based on breakout, but ultimately it went for my stop loss. It went for my stop loss because at least minimum 2 candles should be good, but it was not good. That is the reason. Clear? So now there is a twist in this concept. I will tell you. And for now, just take a break.